Stampers, welcome to fancyforstampin.com. I'm Josie Caller. Today we're going to make this adorable child's birthday card. I especially like it because of the lion that's on it, and my little granddaughter Stella likes to roar like a lion because she says she's strong. So this is something that I'll be saving for her. We'll be using the Birthday Buddies or the Bonanza Buddies stamp set along with the dies, the Bonanza dies, and we're also going to need the layering circles dies. Okay, this is a fun fold card, and I got the idea for the fold on this card from Connie Stewart. I'm sure all of you have heard of her. She did this fold for a Valentine card and said basically that the fold could be used for any type of card. So that's what we're going to make today. This is what you're going to need. You are going to need some pieces of the Birthday Bonanza DSP. You're going to need one piece of DSP that measures 5 1/4 by 1 3/8 inches. 2 pieces that measure 5 1/4 by 1 inch. For the inside of the card, one piece that measures 4 by 5 1/4 inches. And for the belly band, a piece that measures 1 inch by 10 inches. As for the card base, we're using Bermuda Bay, and you need one piece that measures 5 1/2 by 11. And another piece that measures 1 1/4 by 10 for the belly band. And then you'll need some scraps of basic black, Whisper Right, Bermuda Bay, and Daffodil Delight. Okay, so I'll set all of those off to the side. The first thing we're going to do is take our scoreboard, our Simply Scored, and the cardstock base. That's the 5 1/2 by 11 inch piece of cardstock. And with the long edge at the top, we are going to score at 1 1/4 inches. Oops. Okay, if I can manage to screw it up, I will. You know that I will. So we got 1 1/4 inches. 5 1/2 inches, and 9 1/4 inches. Okay, and that's all the scoring we need to do today. So I'll get rid of that. Then we're going to fold on all of these score lines. We folded the 9 1/4 inch score line back, then we'll fold it in half, and the 1 1/4 inch score line will fold over. So it looks like this. Okay, then we need to adhere these 2 pieces of 5 1/4 by 1 inch cardstock. One piece goes on the outside of the 1 1/4 inch flap. And the other piece, same pattern, whatever pattern you choose, will go on the inside of the 1 1/4 inch flap. Okay, this larger piece of DSP, the 4 by 5 1/4 inch, goes on the inside of the card right there on that side, on the left-hand side. So when you fold this left flap over, it goes over that piece of DSP. Okay, this is left blank. We'll be doing some stamping here. And on this flap on the right side, we're going to use the 5 1/4 by 1 3/8 piece of cardstock. Got all these sticky notes floating around here. So this goes right there. Okay, so there, we've got all the cardstock stuck to our card. Isn't that cute? Okay. We're going to make the belly band next. So we're going to take the 1 1/4 by 10" piece of Bermuda Bay cardstock, and we're going to line up one edge with this flap right here, and we will fold it around and fold it again, like so. Okay, and then I'm going to add some adhesive right here on the belly band and stick that on there like that. Okay. Then we'll take the strip of DSP and we'll do the same thing. We'll line it up with the edge there. I'm going to put some adhesive right here. We'll line it up with the edge of the cardstock and set it down and fold it around and back, just like that. We'll put some adhesive here. Okay, and we can slide that off and on with no problem. I used to try scoring the belly bands, but they always came up short, so when Connie did this, it was like, ah, that's a good idea. Okay, so we'll set this off to the side. Now we're going to do some stamping. I need my foam mat, and I need my scraps of, actually I need a scrap of Whisper White to stamp on. First, we're going to stamp the lion in Bermuda Bay. I don't know why I chose this color, but I did. So we'll stamp the lion. There we go. And we need to stamp the lion's mane and the end of his tail in Daffodil Delight. We'll put that right there. Okay, I'll set that off to the side. But before I do that, let me show you what we're going to need out of the layering circles dies. We need one. This measures, what did I say? This measures 2 1/8 inch. It's the plain scallop plain circle. Okay, it measures 2 1/8 inches across, and then we need the scalloped circle that measures 2 1/2 inches across. See, I've already pre-cut one. So you're going to have to cut one of these out of Whisper White, a plain circle. And the scalloped circle you will cut out of the basic black, which I've already done. So the scalloped circle again measures 2 1/2 inches in diameter, and the plain circle measures 2 1/8 inches. The plain circle is cut out of the Whisper White, and the scalloped circle is cut out of black, basic black. Okay, and I've already done that, so it wouldn't take up too much time. Because I know sometimes if these videos run too long, I personally have a tendency to click them off. Okay, so there are my 2 circles. Okay, the other thing you're going to need to cut, other 2 things, are these banners. You're going to cut the pointy banner out of the Daffodil Delight and the rounded banner out of the Bermuda Bay using the Bonanza dies. Okay, I've already done that. That's why you need those scraps. So all I have left to cut right now are my lion and his mane. Where's my lion? My cute little lion. Okay, so I'll line those up on here. And I will cut them out. I'm going to turn off the camera, go do that, and I will be right back. Okay, so I cut out my lion and his mane. Something you need to know, when you cut out the lion, the die chops his head so that you can attach him to the top of his mane. And I used a glue dot to do that. It was easier to just stick a glue dot to the back of his head than it was to do anything else. So I keep forgetting to put my hands under the camera. I'll get the hang of it. Okay, so there. And you need to, and it cuts off his little tail end separately, so you need to be careful you don't lose that. So we'll push those off to the side. I need my scallop circle now and my white circle, and I'm just going to attach the scallop or the whites to the top of the scallop circle with a little bit of adhesive. It's flat. If I can get my snail to work. There we go. Okay, we'll center that in there. And then using mini dimensionals on the back of the lion's body. 1, 2, and then I'm going to put one at the end of his tail, or I might need to cut a smaller piece. Let me see. Where are my scissors? Here they are. I'm just going to cut the corner off the side of this and attach it to the end of the lion's tail. Just like this. Okay, and then I'll remove the backing on each one. Oh, you know what I forgot to do on the face? I didn't stamp his eyes and nose, so I'm going to do that right now before I attach him. And we're stamping his eyes and nose using the Tuxedo Black ink pad. And we'll just get that right in there. Just like that. Perfect. His eyes are even centered. Man, I should look at my stamping from an angle more often. Usually when I try to be perfect, things don't end up that way. Okay, and we're adding dimensionals to the back of the lion's mane. That wasn't a dimensional, that was. We'll put his head on his body. Like so. We'll let it overlap a little. And now we have to attach this little yellow piece. And I think I rolled up a glue dot when I did that, so I'm going to use the end of my scissors to roll up a glue dot, and I will pick this up and stick it to the back, and I'll just put it right there. Okay, so there's our little lion. Put a couple dimensionals behind him. I'm going to use bigger ones behind him, if I can find some real quick. put 3 on the back of this circle, and I will attach them to the belly band like so. Okay, so that part's done, but we still have some other stamping to do. We need to stamp the sentiment here, and the inside right here says happy birthday. So I need my foam mat. And we'll stamp a happy birthday first. This is from the Bonanza Buddies stamp set. We're going to stamp that on the inside of the card. Right there in the center. Okay, and when we close the card, in this bottom right hand corner, we're going to stamp, I'm glad it's your birthday, so I can tell you how wonderful you are. Right there on the bottom. Okay, we'll get that out of the way, and we'll attach our banners. We need to attach this yellow banner to the front, so I just need a few mini dimensionals. One, I think I used 4 of them, one behind each flag. And we'll remove the backing. Ah, it's stuck. And this goes right here. And this blue one, I believe, goes on the DSP on the inside. Oh, yep, there it is. See? There it is. So we'll put this blue one right in here. Right there. There we go. That's the inside of the card. Let me see if I could zoom out a little. No, the other way. Here we go. Can you see that better? There's the whole card. The inside of the card. And then when you fold it, it looks like that. We put our belly band on it. We're almost done. Now we need a piece of this 1/4 inch Daffodil Delight roached ribbon, however you pronounce it, wrinkled ribbon. I like wrinkled better. And we're just going to tie it on there. Ruched ribbon? What is the correct pronunciation for that? I should look that up. I guess I should have done that before I started the video, but oh well. I only used to teach English. I don't teach English anymore. If I was still teaching English, I probably would have looked it up. Okay, so we'll tie that in a knot, simple knot, and we will trim the ends, and there you have it. Our Bonanza Buddies birthday card. Well, I hope you enjoyed your visit here today. If you have any questions, please let me know. Until next time, happy stamping!